welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. First and second, 2 outs. Cobb now at the plate.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Two on, 2 outs. One. And a 1-1. In the air, right field. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Second inning coming up here in Florida's Baseball City. It's the new inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Nick Gonzalez. The 0-1. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Up next for the Pirates, the left fielder.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
3-2 now. This one in the air, center field. Cobb has a beat on it. 1 away.
Up next for the Pirates, the catcher.
So 2 down. Up next for the Pirates, Otto Kemp. Center field. Cobb should have this one. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Phillies 1. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Anthony Solometo.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Out to center. He's there. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Next for the Phillies, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Base hit! Bellinger is in to score.
Well done, drives in the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hee-haw! The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through. Now a Pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Luis Matos. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Cobb had a good day at the office, even in defeat. Singled and knocked in a run.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Toronto Blue Jays. That's the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Szen Cobb stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a ground ball. Jimenez throw to first. That is the inning. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Lead runner around second. The throw in. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Top 6. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Pulls that one foul. The 0-1. Out to short. Slings to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Well, 1-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it. One up, one down. Back to the top of the 8th, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to start the inning. Gabriel Ring. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, K-Bert Ruiz, the next to hit. Ruiz with a homer in his last game. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Second inning coming up here in Florida's baseball city. One down. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice hit right there.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
That's a ball.
Runner on the goal. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Runner on the go again. Pitch misses.
Down.
Throw to third. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
And here comes Alec Boehm.
Strike! Woo!
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Casas. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Go-ahead run on base. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals.
Ruiz.
Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. To third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. That's to third. Whips it to Casas. One pitch and one out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Szen Cobb.
Now it's the shortstop, Brady House. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That's a hit. Lead runner around second. The relay to third, and he's out.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Bottom of the sixth, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Nationals, the right fielder, number
Robert
6,
Hassel III now at the plate.
Hassel III.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Out number 2. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the DH, Jose Tena. The 1-2. And that one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. And that is the inning. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Jake Fraley. Looking to start something with one gone. Cobb had a good day at the office.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
Whoa, get it. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer? Yeah, cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch?
I'm a bold one, I'm a true one, big dream one.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your Miami.
What you meant to cut me, what you meant to stunt me, trying to hunt me, cause you'll never confront me. Nah, get to the front, let's see you get to the point. Let's see you try.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Szen Cobb. Cobb batting 6th in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2025. The 1-0. And that one ripped to left, and that's the 3rd out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the 1 down. Connor Norton now at the plate. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 3rd, the left fielder, Szencobb. Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
This one in the air, right field. Hernandez flying after this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Turner off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Turner runs. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Well struck right field. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 6-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
Bottom of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Liam Hicks. The 2-2 on the way. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Can't bring it in. And the no-no is no more. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ballgame.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double. Hicks around third. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate.
Up next for the Marlins.
Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Rafael Marchand.
Rafael Marchand. This change for the Marlins.
Cobb was a big contributor for them in the win. 2 homers on the day.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Looking for me. Just look up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I will be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta sow those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, will palm me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting music don't stop.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here comes Torque to the plate.
The first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Two outs, runner at first. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wenzel Perez. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's the third out. So now the Phillies. Runner on at first with one gone. Digging in, Parker Meadows. Here's the 0-2. That's towards center. Cobb on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now it's going to be Szen Cobb. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
No score here in the second. In the air to left center. Meadows gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Shea.
So 2 down. Here's Riley Green.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Oh, and 2 now. This one in the air, center field. That gets by him. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Now a relay to third, in there safely.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
High fly ball out to center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. To third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
No outs, runners at first and second.
The center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Inside, ball 1.
The next pitch misses. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Here's a 2-0. That one to first. Base hit. Flying around third is Turner. Here comes the throw. He'll score easily. 3-2. They take the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Aye.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Quick toss to first. Cobb dives back in safely. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Stays alive. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Phillies, the third baseman, Alec.
2 aboard with 1 out. And now it's Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. And the 0-1.
Nope.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Quick move to first. Cobb back in on a dive. Here's a 1-2. Out towards right center field. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Varsho coming home. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
So 2 down. Here's Juan
The
Yepez.
designated hitter, Juan Yepez.
Hard hit to right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. Tigers 4 and the Phillies 3. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
The center fielder, Szen
Cobb mashed a couple of homers in his last game. That's too low, and that's ball 1. The Phillies trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position, and that's the 3rd out. So the Tigers leave them loaded. They trail it here 6-4. Pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Johnny Hughes.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Haters wanna hate, they ain't made top 10. Double triple team what they need to defend.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young.
Jacob Young.
2 down, nobody on. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Your outfielders now, see where they're at.
Batting 7, the catcher, Szencobb.
Hi.
There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
That one lifted to left. Wood under it. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
So now
Johnny
with one away and a man at
Hughes.
second. Now it's the second baseman, Johnny Hughes. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's a ball.
Slide.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
One away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. The next offering misses, and it's 3-2.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Long run, tracks it down. Runner tags from third. The tag, save! He scores on the swim move, and they lead by 2.
I just love the awareness he showed on this play, Boog. The ball clearly beat him to the plate, but he did just enough to get past the tag and score. That's a terrific effort.
That's towards center. Cobb should have this one, and that is that. 3 up. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Harlan Susana.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out.
The center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. One runs in, fires to the plate.
Man, you smoked it. Attaboy, way to swing the bat. Get back!
Now a quick throw to first. Cobb back in on a dive.
Runner!
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw to second. Bounces out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Now it's going to be James Wood.
The left fielder, number 29, James Wood.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, center field. Cobb drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singing, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of...
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jake Freeman. Cobb had a good day at the office.
No, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
Shawty, I step like Fredo Bank. Stay in your lane down 4 or 5. Be step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, cook your daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius. Jump out the jeans, just demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on day, I'm not like them. Let me state my case, sprint out the race, no chase. I pace, just came out the gate and he still gon' hate. Say fake till you make me fake. How you know what to take? You ain't been out the space, been out the mix for tryna hit it bad like big cold. See, I spell it out quick, yo. My don't up the click. My dog like pit finna raise no quit. This good as it get, bring the hood to event. Still need 10 on the whip, don't run, don't trip by the. I ain't never pay rent on spent for the bread and it. Let's do it. The broad dumb thick and the fit go stupid. Like me, never too quick, too clever. I pray them streets gon' treat you better. Back outside, round my wooden Rodeo drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo, man. Stay in your lane down 4 or 5. Be step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius. Jump out the jeans, it's demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on day, I'm not like them.
I double my figures and figure the wave, cutting off cats when they think they safe. Saving up, I grew a little rough, but I will not fold, impressing me. So watch my vision, see what I see. T-top cutlass, sitting up decent, taking my meetings in back of the whip. I know how to hustle, I know how to live. Feather waves, don't talk like this. You in the way, don't walk my script. Run up 100 and duck for the summer. That's how you leverage and leave with a kid. I'm trying to get me a penthouse, out on the cliff I can sit out. Call up the mama, she en route. See what attention it took now.
I've been waiting for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Like, I'm finna dip. Straight up. I'm just trying to figure out where you at. I told you I was gonna pull up in the next 10 minutes. Hello?
I don't track no place locked in. Better know my face when I walk in. You a fiend for the been a boss in. I bossed up, put them in the.
Mention my name and it flow better. You bet on me, you a go-getter. We out of town, but they know us. Show up, looking like a go up.
Hold up. You know what? It feel like back in the Rover. I told you, ball in your field. If you real, we as tight as your.
Gang outside in the nighttime. Backstage looking like a dope line. We brought the business of gold man. Showtime. Shut down your city and show out. We back out.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Detroit Tigers.
One down. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. In the air, right field. Perez gets under it. Out, number 2.
Batting 7, the catcher, Szen Cobb.
All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want.
Inside move to second, and he's back in safely. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Here's the ball. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, a high throw just adds a fraction of a second from catching the ball to putting the tag down on the runner. Hard to say for sure if a good throw gets him, but as soon as that one took off from the catcher's hand, there wasn't much of a chance.
So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one's in there. That's strike one. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Bobby Miller, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Melton getting cranked up as well.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time, but they cut it to one as the run comes in.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wenzel Perez. And a 1-2. In the air out to center. It gets down, a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. The tag, and they cut him down going for two. So runner at second, two down. Parker Meadows will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second, and they lead by two.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
In the air to left center. Cobb settles under it, and that ends the inning. 5 innings complete. Back to the top of the Detroit order. This is Bryson Stott. That smash towards center. Cobb on his way over. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay, he's in there.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those are always.
Todo esto lo tuve que sudar. Yeah, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Toronto Blue Jays. That is the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Szen Cobb stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Turner on at second with 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And brings it in at the wall. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 1 down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, out towards right center. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Addison.
So they're all loaded up. Here's the center fielder. And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb under it. And the inning is over. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That smash towards center. Reaching down and makes the grab.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Anthony.
Ball, that's inside.
Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. This one in the air, center field. And the inning is over. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Brendan Rodgers. Trying to get something going for him with 2 away. So 2 down, and now the center fielder, the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Langoliers has a beat on it, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
Trey skating on this beat, it's a Trey flip. I just want a milli and a rich milli with a bust down. Tell me, do you feel me? Need my dividends.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Seth Cobb in the box now. Takes strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Two outs, two in scoring position.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Swings through that.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. This one in the air, center field. Mullins gets under it. 2 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Top of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ronnie Mauricio. Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Leading up for the Phillies, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Fires over to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, the third baseman.
We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Gabriel Rincones Jr.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
Now batting Jarren Duran.
The left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Into center. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. That smash towards center. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Batting the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
There goes the runner. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Cobb has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. One left for the Red Sox. Go ahead run on base. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. Bangs off the wall. Leaps at the wall but can't haul it in. The relay to the plate. Here comes Lau. Play at the plate. Got him.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Two on, 2 outs.
The center fielder, Szen Cobb.
This one in the air, right field. Abreu on his way over. Tracks it down for the out. New inning getting started. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now the batter now, Wilyer Abreu. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Halfway through this. Runner at second, 2 down. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that ends the inning. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. So now a pinch hitter, Luis Matos, looking to start something with 1 gun. Cobb had a rough go of it in this game.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Pittsburgh Pirates.
Digging in, Jurickson Profar.
The left fielder, number 18, Jurickson.
Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 10.
Ryan Reynolds here.
Reynolds.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Cobb on his way over. Out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
No score here in the second. Ground ball right side.
Get here.
Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Miguel Andujar. Man at second. Back up the middle and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Otto Kemp. This one in the air, center field. Cobb takes it in for the out. 2 away down. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman. Payoff pitch. Hit in the air, center field. Brings it in. And that is that. So they pick up a run. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1.
No, that's a ball.
This one high in the air to left center. Cruz under this one. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. So 2 down. Harvey O'Connell now at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. David Hill.
My love is used to move you. My love was always on your mind. Now you just look right through me, treat me like a ghost. So you don't need to tell me.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
And now, please welcome your...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. 1 out, man at first. And now the center fielder, Szen Cobb. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man at second.
Ball two.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That's the third. Chapman on to second. They get one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So 2 down. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, David Hill. Looking to start something with one.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the bench.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year.
Hey.
That one pushed foul. Second inning here, no score. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Out to center. And a couple of quick outs. 1 out, bases full.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fouls away the first offering. Chopped left side. Lewis tossed to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
One down. Next to hit, Sal Stewart.
The first baseman, Sal.
The 0-1. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog, even when you don't get it.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Fouls away the first offering. Slider misses outside. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
In the air, right field. And that's the third out. One down. Here's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. Out towards right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. That's out number 2. And the batter now, Edouard Julien. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Twins.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Luis Matos. Runner on Cobb. And a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa, que sabrosa la sal del mar de mi playa, que aunque no tiene tren su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso para volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta,
oye Linda,
donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta.
Esperando la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
I've been in the gym every day.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Boston Red Sox.
Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Feeling like I can't lose.
First pitch coming your way next.
Boston Red Sox.
Work hard, play hard, yeah, we been there. I was down for a minute, get my lick back. Give me the game.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. This one in the air, center field. Cobb has a beat on it. He makes the grab.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Granted.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Base hit center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Ashley. Batting 6, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Ground ball could be 2. Flips it. There's 1. On to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Carlos Narvaez getting ready to hit.
Narvaez.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb on the move. He's got it. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get into scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Crochet, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Hard hit down the line and left. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Turner comes in to score, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely. Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. 1 down. Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Here's the 0-2. Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at-bat.
Base hit into the outfield. Here comes Loud. In comes the run from second. Goes to third. In there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Philadelphia, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
On the ground to the left. Abrams tosses to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. Set for the last half of the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. This one in the air center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Luis Matos. Trying to get something. Cobb had a good day at the office, even in defeat.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
Ronnie Mauricio now.
The shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
Yo one. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in. And he's out. Runner on at first with one gone. Here is Gleyber Torres. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Mauricio headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One down. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. It's in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing.
Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw safe. That's a stolen base.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. When you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to steal third almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In to score is Turner. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Runner on the move. Pitch misses.
Outside.
And safe.
Oh, he's safe.
It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge settles under this one, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. So 2 down. Cedric Mullins stepping in now for the Yankees. This one in the air center field. Cobb has a beat on it. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Cobb, long run on his horse. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Brendan Rodgers. He comes to the plate and he switched on me. And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. In the air, right field. Judge should have this one. That's out number 2. Ronnie Mauricio now. This one in the air, center field. And that is the third out of the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Hit softly on the ground to third.
Run it out, run it out.
Long throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So 2 down. Next to hit, Jason Dominguez. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay throw. There's the tag, they get him, and that's the inning. Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
The center fielder, Szen Cobb.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 4-zip. At the plate, Zach McKinstry. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next for New York, Austin Wells. This one in the air, center field. Cobb gets under it. And that is that. So now a pinch hitter, Gabriel Rincones Jr. A runner at first.
I never like them.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next.
Manito, no compare, nosotros no tenemos nada regalado de nadie. Aquí se trabaja, somos de la clase pobre, también de la que media va. No me importa.
Szen Cobb now at the plate. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Oh.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. Glove flip for one. Double play. What a twin-killing day in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Turner runs. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Szen Cobb.
Quick move to first. Cobb dives back in safely. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
The Phillies trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Stop. Has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 1 down. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Juan Yepez. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cobb on his way over. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Up next for the
so now a pinch hitter, David Hill, looking to start something with 1 gone.
David Hill.
It's still in San Diego. You can hear a baby cry.
And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, ready to go here. And here is Matt Chapman.
The third baseman, number 26. Matt Chapman.
Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Into center and a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Here's Andres Jimenez. 0-2 now. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. 1 down. Next to hit, Szen Cobb. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Out to short. Jimenez throw to first. That's out number 2. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Matt Chapman. Man at second. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Cobb gets under it, and that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And it one-hops the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get the ball.
Get back. Malley checks the runner. Cobb dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
All right, flat out, this just cannot happen. You can't make that kind of mistake at second base with nobody out. You've got to make sure that you're tight enough to the base. So what if you don't score on a single to the outfield? You're in scoring position. That really hurts a potential rally here.
Digging in, Brian De La Cruz. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 1 away. Runner on at first with 1 gone. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Into center. Makes the grab. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, David Hill. Cobb played well enough for the win.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. No me cuquen, lean los números pa' que se eduquen.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
What you working with, from a small town, never heard of it.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Dylan Beavers digs in now.
Number 12, Dylan
Henderson at second with 2 down. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So they pick up. New inning getting started. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Line drive, and that's base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb. Just missed. That's smacked on a line to center. Grabs it on the run. That's out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Cobb, the next to hit, takes outside. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Popped up. Henderson settles under this one. Brings it in. That is the inning. 1 down. And now Gunnar Henderson. Base hit center field. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog.
Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then
now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Gabriel Rincones Jr. One out, the base is loaded, big spot for him.
Someone called a paramedic. I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. It's my time. It's my time.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Yankees.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next. All loaded up. Szen Cobb will hit next. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Bellinger is in to score, and they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ronnie Mauricio. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. That one is absolutely belted. Cobb flying after this one. And it one hops the wall. Mullins headed home. He'll score, and they've tied it. Relay to third, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a big swing and a miss. Now a pop-up on the infield. Rice under it. He's got it, and that's the third out. One left. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Lamont Wade Jr. Runner up. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
I'm one of the ones to get it. I hustle to be specific. Came a long, long way from the Civic on chance.
Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Down the right field line and a base hit. Around second is Turner. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get two runners now into scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A three-run dinger, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Up next for the Phillies,
Cobb in his second season, batting sixth in today's lineup. And he was a third-round pick back in 2025. Out to short. Adames, the throw to first. And that's the inning. Here comes Austin Riley. The Phils leading by 5. Top half of inning number 4. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher,
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves,
Michael Harris the second.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Center field. And there are 2 down. Lined into left center, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Yeah, great job right there. You squared up on that sucker.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw there, safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Phillies strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Lamont Wade Jr. Looking to start.
I'm in Bottega Veneta, waffling a stitch on a sweater, period on the letters. I don't be rocking no butters. If you see me booted, it's Mason Margiela. Double R Kim with umbrella, they trying to rain on my parade.
And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
one down. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Payoff pitch. Up the middle. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Dylan Dingler digs in now. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. He's got it. And there's two away. So up next, Szen Cobb. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and the speedy runner is on at first.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Johnny Hughes.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Yep, that ball went out.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Runner on the go again. Swinging a ground ball. Stop. Throw to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball down.
The Phillies looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouled off down the right side. Got him. And that'll do it. So 2 down. Colt Keith now at the plate. In the air out to center. Cobb tracks it down for the out. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. This one in the air, center field. Meadows on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that. So runner at second, 2 down. This is Bryson Stott. Man on second, 2 down. This to center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Still nothing. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Good job. Way to get it.
Waste no time there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Fouled off left side. Runner goes again. This one in the air, center field. And that is the inning. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Luis Matos. Trying to get something. Cobb played pretty well in this win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
So 2 down, and now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. That's in for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. In the air, right field. And that is that. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Now it's Jansen to hit. Payoff pitch. Hard hit to right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. And they lead by 2.
He has had such a good day today. I think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Chop to the left side. Long throw to first. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, Shea.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Bradley Eldridge. And a payoff pitch. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Down go the Twins in order. And here's Alex Jackson.
Minnesota, the catcher, Alex Jackson.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position. And that is that. Twins retired in short. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. David Hill. He
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm from the MISSISSIPPI. Long as we do not divide, like gon' get denied, get defied. We bout to book down on your I can know the kick in. You is not my friend. I pull my pants up, then I did my dance on the. Said the devil cannot get me. I'm too clean.
Whole lot of views for real.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves.
Major League World Series Game 7. Whole lot of
first pitch coming your way next.
I used to just do it for fun. For real, now we gotta get to it and hustle, man. We gotta get to the funds. The pressure been stacking up tons. We on our way up.
Batting the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Szen Cobb in the box now. Takes strike one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
High fly ball lifted into the air right field. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
And a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Inside ball.
On the ground. Zips it to first, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Oh, look at the stop. Goes to second with it. Nicely done for the out. 1 left. So 2 down. Carlos Cortez. Next up for the Braves. This one in the air center field. Cobb settles underneath it. And that is that. Down in order. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Lamont Wade Jr. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
One down. Xavier Isaac next to hit for the Rays.
Isaac.
Here's the 0-2. Base hit center field. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. The throw in. And he's out easily. Stepping in, Szen Cobb. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, Phillies down a run. In the air, right field. Johnson should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 7, the catcher,
Junior Caminero will hit next. 2-2 now. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Cobb going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
1 out. Runner at second. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays.
Simpson.
Man at second. In the air out to center. That's a base hit. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Up the middle. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
The catcher,
A new arm into the game, the righty, Carlos Rodriguez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Well, 1-run game. Ben Williamson getting ready to hit. Hauls it in, 1 away. And stepping in for the Rays, Alexis Campos. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Xavier Isaac next to hit for the Rays.
Xavier Isaac.
Into center. And a base hit. The throw to third. And he's out.
On the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Gabriel Rincones Jr. And welcome to Baseball City, spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Any bad energy, I'm binning it. And I go in with everything I do, so the best I'm giving it.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb.
Ball 1.
High fly ball, right field. Johnson under this one. He makes the grab, 1 up, 1 down. No outs, runner on second. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Here's a 2-2. And there's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 4-3.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Quick toss to first.
No,
Cobb
he's safe.
back on a dive.
Aye.
Line drive, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. It's an RBI RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So they turn things over to the righty, Austin Warren.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The Phillies trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope, that's inside.
Ball. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And there's a ball.
3.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position.
Now he steps off as the runner breaks for the plate, but he scrambles back. No outs. Runners at first and third. Fly ball down the line, and it lands foul, so we reset and we'll do it again. That's out to center field. Dives, and he can't hang on. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So they're making a move for a battle.
Get it. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more. Yes, I blew my shawty from Florida to Hollywood. Some gold, look big on me. Got some goals, it's a list on me. Yellow, I'm rich, I rock and roll. Then the stroll playing tricks on me. The stones hitting different, you supposed to be f***ing me. No, they from Tiffany. Keep my name out your mouth like some wisdom teeth. You wonder why I'm not there with you. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Hammer, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Yeah, great job right there. You squared up on that sucker.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. In the dirt. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses.
Go.
Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Yeah! One away with a runner at third here at the top of the second. Ripped on a line to center. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2. Start of the fourth, and now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Szen Cobb.
Foul ball there. Runner on the go. Pitch ball misses in. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Runner goes again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Runner on the move again. There's a ball.
Come on, slide. Get out. Get out.
Throw to third. Save. Left field. Jackson on the move. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Bases loaded. 2 down.
The center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a ground ball.
Beat it out. Beat it out.
Throw on to Freeman. That ends the frame. Now the Orioles catcher. Here comes the 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. Cobb. Long run. Can't get there in time, and that should bring in a pair. Coming home. In to score from first. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. So 2 down. Now the Orioles catcher.
The catcher, Willa.
In the air out to center. Cobb trying to get to it. He's got it. And that is the inning. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Luis Matos. Cobb had a great showing in the win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I would be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, will palm me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in denial if you think I'm not top tier. You just a dirty. I'm a dirty New Yorker who loves to crack. Over your head, I'm over their heads. I'm over being angry and just focus the bread. Magnify my brand, larger than life. That's how we living, like I'm fresh from 1,000 nights. In that prison box, hot pot, 5 minute rice. Then I'm Germany, baiting, tossing it.
Gemini child, it was written in the stars. Born God, body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, mad P, formed Mark. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap duel, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sent your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust. Stand on anything, I put my name. Mark for life and that's infinite. Never switched up, even though I'm on that different.
Hey yo, 32 bar scribes, tablets imprinted with mean dots. You can see the verse come alive. I'm a gel like petroleum, bigger diamonds, Nairobi and truck jury. Waving roof flags at the podium, harvest the freshest grains. I modeled the best bangers and wallows out of 4 main. Blasting stylistics, dinosaur rings. My tongue spit fire, get scorched from the flames. That's your favorite rapid show with backstage passes. Jump out, aiming with ball buckle masses. If the price is right, up to life. Head cracked so many times and head cracked up. Pull up the monkeys, sick honey badgers and gorillas. Executive suite meetings, we polying with the disco ball spins and alligator villas. New Year's 4 million, it's falling out the ceiling.
Yo, Pico green, the feeds on Supreme. It's like the 90s pizza dream. Leather pants, Stan Smiths and blings. 850 a rag on it, we kings. Ran every project, they know us, the glow's up. Slang came out of apartments. The gift mark, my word the soul off. Never a myth, rhymes hit harder than a crowbar. Similar to Ozark, all in it. D-boys, the soldiers then lieutenants. Generals, the flow wash you white thugs in minutes. Some of y'all lost limbs from mines, no repentance. All winners we mitten. Heat club, where's your mittens? Mine, they grumpy, get funky like chitlins. Siblings, the streets is horror, tomorrow we strengthen. Let's get it together, just us, one amendment.
Yeah. Either you with or you against. Is you a simp or you stand on 10? Trying to separate the mice from the men. Revive it again, make me ask you again. Either you with or you against. Is you a simp or you stand on 10? Time to separate the mice from the men. Revive it again, make me ask you again.
Getting